Right, so I thought today I would show a wee video showing what I actually do with the paddocks coming out of winter. So over winter I'll have rested the whole of the summer side of the farm, and then coming into spring we'll get everything harrowed and rolled just to freshen everything up and get ready to build some fencing. Then what I'll do is I will section everything off with electric fencing. I don't do the same every year. It all depends on what horses I have here, how the ground is doing, so it can be weather dependent as well. Yeah, so that I can minimize poaching and make sure that all the horses' needs are kind of catered for. So my horses, for instance, they'll come in this bottom section here that you can see that bush line across, and it runs all the way along and then along this woodland, which is great for shelter, and then it will come up, and here is my gate entrance at the top there. And what I will do is I will build a fence straight across the middle here, and I'll have my horses in one side, and they'll stay on that side until I feel that the grass has been eaten, or maybe the other side's starting to flush too much, whatever the reason, and then I'll swap them onto the other side. And then what that does is it gives me a chance as well to rotate if I need to do any weed killing. So for dockings, for instance, or there's some reeds that grow up down here, it's a little bit wet, and I can treat them when they're in the other side, and then do the same vice versa. So that works pretty well. And let's not forget my little shadow. Here she is. Sometimes I've had liveries that, rather than splitting their fields, they prefer to strip graze. So I'm not altogether against it, and you know, I allow that if that's what they want to do. I just don't really get it so much myself. I kind of tend to think that if you take a strip, a horse is going to eat in 24 hours what it's going to eat, whether it's that strip or whether it's in a full field. So you end up moving the fence pretty rapidly, in my experience. So, you know, there's all different ways to do it. I'm not saying that my way is, you know, the only and the best way. It's just that's what works for me. I've sometimes thought about doing a track system. I'm really interested to hear anyone's ideas on this subject, because it's forever changing and we're forever learning. But like I said, for me, I like to set it up so it is able to rotate, and then I have one spare field, which is actually this one that we're in just now. I'll just kind of swap you around. Here we are. This little middle one is kind of like a spare field. I've got the top bit there. This is the middle, and this is my field there. And I kind of rest this in between, and then anyone who wants a bit more grass, you know, they've got a spare field. These two are in here just now because Sky is being weaned from her foal, and incidentally I'm going to be putting her back. Hello, sweet pea, sherbet. I'm going to be putting her back with her foal just after the weekend, because we're 3 weeks in, or 3.5 weeks, and her milk's dried up, so we'll just see how that goes. But yeah, so it's a beautiful day today. Great day for just cracking on with my fencing. So I'm just going to get that done.